Kaplan's root list. al/ali/alter means other, another. Example: alias, allegory, altruist. Al plus ias equals alias means an assumed name. Al plus ledger equals a ledger means figurative treatment of one subject under the guise of another. Al plus ruist equals altruist means a person unselfishly concerned for the welfare of others. Alias is plural of ally, which means to unite or form a connection or relation between. Your alias could be as important as the name you use when you're on the run, or as simple as your screen name on a social networking site. Either way, an alias is a temporary name, one you don't use all the time or for every occasion. If you crash your parents' lovingly restored sports car into the garage when you aren't even supposed to be driving it, it might be easier to skip town and live under an assumed name, or alias, than deal with their reaction. Alias can also be used as an adverb to mean also known as. Your parents might be less than thrilled when you introduce your new boyfriend, John Smith, alias Lockjaw Johnny, wanted in 39 states. Synonyms: associate, colleague, friend, partner. Antonyms: antagonist, detractor, enemy, foe, opponent. Allegory is a noun. A story or description of one thing under the guise of another, a symbolic representation, symbolical narration. The figurative style known as allegory has nothing to do with alligators unless you are telling a story where alligators represent evil forces snapping at humanity. An allegory is like a metaphor on steroids. A writer tells a fictional story where everything and everyone in it is supposed to represent a deeper meaning. Using a plain old metaphor, you might call death the Grim Reaper, but an allegory might build a whole tale of how the Grim Reaper goes around in a black cloak and informs people of their impending doom. Aesop's fables are allegories, with animals taking the place of different human character types, though Aesop never wrote an allegory about an alligator. Synonym of allegory: apologue, emblem, fable, figuration, parable, symbolism, symbolization, tale, typification. Antonym of allegory: non-fiction, truth. Allegory is a noun. A story or description of one thing under the guise of another, a symbolic representation, symbolical narration. Altruist is a noun. Altruist is one that adheres to or practices altruism, such as an unselfish person whose actions show concern for the welfare of others. Someone who is altruistic always puts others first. An altruistic firefighter risks his life to save another's life, while an altruistic mom gives up the last bite of pie so her kid will be happy. This word comes from the Old French altruistic and means other people, and before that the Latin alter, which means other. Our current word comes from the 19th century and comes from philosophy. It means that it's important for people to be concerned with the good of others and to act unselfishly. When the word refers to the animal world, it means behavior that may actually harm the individual animal but will benefit the species in general. This is a truly selfless act. Synonyms of altruist: backer, contributor, patron, philanthropist, promoter, protector, supporter. Antonyms of altruist: opponent, antagonist, opposer. Altruist is a noun. Altruist is one that adheres to or practices altruism, such as an unselfish person whose actions show concern for the welfare of others.